Most people spend their entire lives trying to be accepted. They hide their real thoughts, fake their emotions, and wear different masks just to survive socially. But what if society secretly rewards people who are cold, emotionally detached, and impossible to control? What if the painful experiences you went through were never meaningless, but were slowly teaching you the darkest truths about human nature? Niccolò Machiavelli believed people hide their true intentions behind social masks. Arthur Schopenhauer believed suffering changes the way you see reality itself. And Democritus believed real peace comes when you stop needing validation from others. In this video, you'll learn 7 dark life lessons society never wants you to fully understand. Because once you understand them, you stop seeing the world the same way again. If you enjoy deep psychological videos about human nature, power, and self-control, subscribe to the channel and comment below. See beyond masks. Let's begin. One of the darkest truths about human nature is this: the more desperate you are to be liked, the less people truly respect you. And most people learn this lesson far too late. Think about it for a second. Have you ever noticed how some people spend their entire lives trying to make everyone happy? They say yes to things they hate. They stay quiet when they should speak. They laugh at jokes that aren't even funny, and little by little, they slowly lose themselves. Society actually teaches people to behave this way from childhood. Be nice. Don't upset people. Make everyone proud. Being respectful matters. But there's a huge difference between being a good person and becoming emotionally dependent on other people's approval. Because once people realize your happiness depends on being accepted, they quietly gain control over you. Some will use guilt, some will use rejection, some will suddenly go cold just to see how far you're willing to chase them. And the scary part is, most of this happens without a single word being said. Nobody walks into your life and says, "Hey, I'm going to manipulate your emotions now." Human psychology doesn't work that way. People test limits naturally, quietly, almost by instinct. That's why Niccolò Machiavelli believed human beings often hide their true intentions behind everyday social behavior. Someone can smile at your face while privately benefiting from your insecurity. You can see this everywhere. At work, the employee who constantly needs validation usually gets overlooked. But the calm person who carries themselves with self-respect tends to get taken more seriously. Even in social settings, people are drawn toward individuals who seem emotionally grounded and hard to rattle. It sounds unfair, but human beings tend to value what feels difficult to control. Now, this does not mean becoming cold-hearted or arrogant. Emotional independence is not about hating people or pushing them away. It's about no longer losing yourself just to keep people comfortable. Because the moment you stop chasing approval, something shifts inside you. You speak more honestly. You stop over-explaining your decisions. You stop panicking when someone doesn't like you. And the people who once ignored you, they often start paying attention the moment you stop needing theirs. There's a reason a cat gets more attention in a room full of people than a dog working hard for every reaction. The cat doesn't beg, doesn't perform, doesn't need anything from anyone. And somehow, that becomes magnetic. A lot of people live their whole lives like that friendly dog, always chasing, always proving, always waiting for permission to feel good about themselves. Democritus believed peace begins when your sense of self-worth no longer depends on the crowd around you. That's one of the most freeing things a person can finally accept. Because once you stop needing everyone to approve of you, you start acting like your actual self. And that is exactly when people realize they can no longer reach you emotionally without your permission. Most people believe honesty automatically creates safety. So they overshare everything: their fears, their insecurities, their future plans, their emotional weak spots. And at first, it feels harmless. Sometimes people even encourage it. Come on, you can trust me. You can tell me anything. I would never use that against you. But life has a way of teaching people a painful lesson later. Not everybody who listens to you actually cares about you. Some people listen to understand you. Others listen to study you. That's a dark difference most people fail to notice until it's already too late. Niccolò Machiavelli understood this deeply. He believed human beings naturally observe weaknesses, desires, and emotional patterns because information creates power. And you can see this play out in real life all the time. Think about arguments between people who were once close. Private insecurities suddenly get used as weapons. Weak moments from years ago get thrown back in your face. It happens in friendships, relationships, families, even offices. That's why emotionally intelligent people become more careful with what they share and who they share it with. There's an old saying, "Loose lips sink ships." It became popular during wartime. Careless talking could destroy entire missions because enemies were always listening. But it applies to ordinary life too. The wrong person, knowing too much about your fears or emotional patterns, can quietly damage your confidence, reputation, or peace of mind in ways you won't even see coming. This doesn't mean you should never trust anyone. People need real connection. People need honest conversations. But there's a difference between meaningful vulnerability and emotional carelessness. Some people share their entire life story with someone they just met. Then they're shocked when that same person vanishes, turns on them, or suddenly acts different. And honestly, part of growing older is realizing that not everybody deserves full access to you. Arthur Schopenhauer believed suffering changes the lens through which people see the world. And one real betrayal can permanently change the way someone handles trust. You start watching more carefully. You become more observant. You stop talking just to fill the silence. And that silence itself becomes a kind of power. Because the person who's constantly talking usually reveals their emotional state first. Meanwhile, the quiet one in the room is picking up on everything. That's why emotionally disciplined people don't rush to explain themselves at every turn. Not every opinion deserves a reaction. Not every feeling needs to be announced to a crowd. And not every person deserves access to your inner world. People naturally associate self-control with strength. It's just human psychology. Modern life makes this harder. People are pushed to post everything, every emotion, every rough night, every private moment, like their inner life is public entertainment. Then they wonder why they feel mentally drained all the time. Democritus believed inner peace comes from within, not from constant outside attention. Some things in your life become stronger the moment you stop putting them on display. Because the less people know about how to emotionally reach you, the harder it becomes to move you without your consent. Power doesn't always change people. Sometimes it simply removes the mask they were wearing all along. A person can act completely humble for years when they have no control, no influence, and no advantage over others. But the moment they gain status, money, authority, or attention, a completely different version appears. And most people have experienced this at least once. Maybe it was a friend who became arrogant after finding success. Maybe it was a manager who started treating people badly once they got authority at work. Or maybe it was someone who was only kind when they needed something from you. Words alone mean almost nothing when it comes